Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another banger video. Today I wanted to make a video on the car because it's actually been officially 6 months since I've owned this car, and it's actually crazy because time went by so fast. I picked this thing up end of September and now it's mid-April. So I wanted to give a review on 5 things that I really like about the car and 5 things that I wish the car had or it came with that should have came on a 2020 model. The first thing that I wish the car had or it came with that it didn't was the 6WB cluster. I mean, this cluster that's in my 2020 440 is in the same cluster that was in the first gen F series. So I think starting 2012, they already started having these clusters. So I wish it came with a 6WB. And I know some 440s do, but it's very rare to see them. So I wish it did come with that. And if I did want to upgrade that in the future, that's probably around $1,100 to $1,200 for the cluster plus all the coating and other fees. The second thing that I wish the car came with would be the blue M Sport calipers. Because even though these are the Brembo calipers, I just wish that they came with like the M Sport ones, which were like the blue ones, because it just would make these wheels pop up even more. And I mean, obviously, yes, I can upgrade those eventually, but that's just unnecessary $500 for the front 2 calipers that I would have to spend. So I'm thinking about potentially the next mod would be to spray paint these or get these powder coated orange, but that may change. The third thing that I dislike about this car, which kind of goes hand in hand with the second reason why, so on the topic of brakes, is that it has the nice Brembo caliper in the front, but now in the rear we got this small little like single dinky 1-piston caliper. So I wish it did come with the M Sport Brembo ones for back here, and that might be something that I will actually upgrade in the future, just because at least like the front and the back will be the Brembo brakes. And on to the fourth thing I hate about this car is that, for a sporty sedan with the M Sport package, I just expected the fitment to be a little bit better, maybe just a little bit lower. But right now we're rocking a 4-finger wheel gap. Look at that. So you already know what's gonna happen in the future. Gonna drop this thing hopefully at least an inch and a half maybe, just to lower this, and then hopefully it'll ride even better, just because right now it feels kind of floaty because of how high it is. And to be honest, I was trying to make this video like 5 things I like and 5 things I dislike, but I'm having trouble coming up with the 5th thing that I dislike about the car. So I guess we're moving on to the 5 things I love about this car and really like about this car. Is first thing would be the B58. This motor, as everyone knows, is the current day 2JZ. It's the most reliable inline 6, and it obviously with just a downpipe and a tune, it makes crazy power, which is what I have on the car. So what I have done is a VRSF catless downpipe. That was like one of the first mods I did. And so once you put that on and it's catless, it's gonna trigger a check engine light, which is why really soon after I decided to buy the license for MHD, flash it to stage 1 so that it can clear that check engine light. And then, so that was that. So I flashed it to stage 1, and that's where is a night and day difference. The second thing I love about this car that goes hand in hand with the first thing, which is the engine, is once you buy an intake and you install it, the turbo flutter, the blow off sounds is actually insane. Camera will never do justice, but once you install it and then you push on it, it is actually insane. So I highly recommend the air intake as being one of the first mods that you do to your B58. The third thing I love about my 440 Grand Coupe is the trunk space. And before I show you don't roast me, it's super messy, but look how much space there is. When I originally first picked up the 437Ms, they all fit in here. All the tires and the wheels themselves. You have to make sure you put it in there strategically, but the fact that they all fit and you don't need an SUV is actually insane. The fourth thing I love about this car is the color itself. It's technically a black on paper, but in certain lighting it actually looks like a really dark blue, which I really like. And also the color combo between the exterior and the interior. We got the, I think these are called the cognac seats, which I really like. Got some carbon pieces here. Oh yeah, so that's like the fifth thing that I actually don't like about this car, is that it came with this wood grain trim, which I feel like is super outdated. So I like the fact that because this F series has been around since like 2012, there's a lot of aftermarket support for trim pieces. So I was able to pick out everything here and this piece to come soon, as well as all the door handles and the gear shifter as well. And finally, the fifth thing that I love about my car is honestly the gas mileage. When I first drove it to Pennsylvania for the first time, and I knew it was going to be around 500 miles round trip, I thought I would have to fill up a couple times because of the tune, downpipes and all that stuff. But when you actually drive it in comfort and you don't push it like what most people do with these cars, it actually gets like a good 25 to 30 miles to the gallon. But it's just when you start putting in sport mode, putting in manual mode, that's where your gas mileage declines. But yeah, the gas mileage is super good if you drive conservatively, and so no complaints there. And yeah, that concludes the 5 things I love and the 5 things I dislike about my 2020 BMW 440 Xi Grand Coupe. And I was just thinking about this too. I'm on a walk right now because your boy's on 75 hard, in case you guys didn't know. But I'm not sponsored by any car company just yet. Hope that's the future goal. But I'm trying to be financially responsible, and I can't just keep buying car parts to do and modify the car. So if you guys want to see like lifestyle vlogs or just like a day in the life, like let me know in the comments below, and I'll definitely keep that in mind, because your boy can just literally yap about anything and everything. So I wouldn't mind doing it, but chat, let me know in the comments below. And if I do decide to do it, which is very likely, I want to pick up a vlogging camera, and there's one that I've been looking at called the Sony ZV-F1 or ZF-V1. I forgot what it's called, but I'll link it down in the description, because it has like the little microphone fuzzy thing so that it like cancels out like the wind noise, and then it has like that little screen that pops out so that depending on how you hold your camera, you can still see yourself. And also I'm like always out of storage on my phone, so I figured that it would just be easier just to have like a ton of SD cards, my camera and stuff like that, so I can save space on my phone. And I'm sure an overall like real vlogging camera would be better than the iPhone, because I mean, let's be real here, everyone always ends up upgrading to a camera rather than using an iPhone, so there must be a reason, but I'll figure it out as I go once I pick one up. If you guys have made it to the end of this video, I truly appreciate you guys. I actually really enjoy making these videos, and I have such big, exciting plans for the future, for the car, for the build, and just things I want to show you guys about me and my life, and I can't wait to bring you guys along. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.